In the middle of Albany sits the city's crown jewel, Washington Park, with its breathtaking views, historic monuments, and wide-open green space. But the area didn't always have this appearance.
Some of it was privately owned. There was a brewery further down. But what was mainly here, from right along where we're walking, was the State Street burial grounds.
Yep, Washington Park was once a cemetery, and not a little one either. If you broke it down, the burial grounds sat on roughly half of the park's footprint from the Knox Street Mall to Englewood Place.
It was divided in long strips, and the strips divided you as Methodist or Catholic or strangers.
Among other things. So what happened to it?
It filled up because when this was planned in 1800, this was a much smaller city, and the city kept doubling its size, and people were concerned. They were filled with the deceased.
The dead weren't the only problem.
These enormous 4 blocks were totally neglected. There were problems with young hooligans, if you want, having gang wars. Seriously, it was a major problem.
By the mid-1800s, the times, they were changing. Albany Rural Cemetery had opened, and people were traveling to Menands to walk the grounds because it had a beautiful park feel to it. It was time that Albany made their own.
And the whole idea of a central park, one that would bring in the neighborhoods, would bring in the wealthy people as well as those who were impoverished. That was just a wonderful idea.
The new site was selected, and one thing was left: moving over 40,000 bodies out of the new Washington Park.
Anybody who had a family plot would be told that their remains would be brought together, that wooden box would be created. It would be a community burial with the skeletons.
Most of the remains were moved to Albany Rural Cemetery, where they still live today. But could they have left a few bodies and only moved the headstones?
I think it would be probable.
So remember, the next time you're looking to unwind on the grass in the warm spring sun, you may not be the only one nearby having a relaxing day's rest. For the Albany Archives, I'm Matt Millett with Spectrum News.